Hey everyone, so I came up with this idea. I'm going to try to do a movie review every day for the month of July. I've always wanted to do movie reviews. I've always liked watching movies, so I thought I'd start with something easy. Cooties came out in 2014, has Elijah Wood, Frodo, Lord of the Rings, whatever, or if you watch Wilfred. Rainn Wilson, best known as Dwight from The Office, or less known as the naked guy in that one movie where the kids form a band or whatever. Um, yeah, Jack McBrayer. He was Kenneth from 30 Rock. And then you have Nassim Pedrad, who is in SNL. I don't even know if I pronounced her name right. And then Jorge Garcia. Uh, he was Hurley from Lost. So, pretty good cast. There's a few other teachers in there. It's based at a school, and the main premise is there's this virus or something that the one kid eats in a chicken nugget, and she gets zombieism, and she eats or she bites all the kids, and all the kids get zombieism. Uh, I mean, the whole trailer pretty much gives away the movie. So there's not really any spoilers that I'm going to give because it's pretty much covered already. But here we go. So, movie starts off, um, and they show you how the chicken nuggets are made, which, if you've ever seen before, that's absolutely disgusting. I probably won't eat another chicken nugget in my life. Um, and so they find a chicken and it probably has this virus and they put it through the grinder and this like Play-Doh stuff comes out and it's all like pink and stuff. They're adding colorant and whatever and that's horrible. And then they come out in these little chunks, the little nugget things, and they cover it with this syrup and the breading and send it on its way and they package it up and it's sent to this school. And they show it, and this one chicken nugget has like green shit on it, like visibly, like half the nugget is like green, and you see like the lunch person like serve it to the girl, and she sits down and she eats it, and like slime comes out of it. And, I'm sorry, hold on. So you're telling me that through this entire process, no one has noticed this green chicken nugget? And they're gonna serve it to this girl, and then the girl picks it up and is just like, "Oh, green chicken nugget. Oh, must be like I don't know, like celery flavored." What? I and so she eats it, and like the slime comes out, and like no one is sitting with this girl. Like, is she just what? Like, does she actually have cooties or something? Like, no one wants to sit with her. Like, no one is watching her. Like, hey, by the way, you have like shit coming out of the nugget, like as you're eating it. Whatever. All right. So that's like the first like 3 minutes of the movie, just like trying to explain to you how this whole thing comes around. And then like the next scene, like Elijah Wood's coming in and he's like walking through the playground and he like bumps into this little girl. And this is when I realized like kids suck. Kids are horrible because he bumps into this girl and she's like, "Watch where you're going." And he's like, "Oh, sorry." He's like, "Well, maybe you should take in your surroundings." And he's like, "What? What? You're like 9 years old. Why are you talking to me like that?" So he gets in, he like meets the other teachers, and Rainn Wilson is kind of like this, I don't know, like macho guy, whatever. Like he drives this huge, enormous truck, and he's cowboy boots and whatever. I don't know. And then there's this girl that he used to go to school with, so talking to her. Uh, Kenneth comes in. Jorge Garcia Hurley. He's the crossing guard, which I thought like, oh, that's kind of like a small role for someone who's well known, but he comes in later in the movie. Uh, and then so the whole thing happens where he's going to his classroom, and there's these two shits of kids like making fun of this girl who had eaten the chicken nugget. And she looks like just horrible. She looks like shit. She's got like stuff all over her face. I mean, she's dead. That's just a zombie, duh. So and they're just using, all these horrible words like, "Oh, you look like ass and shit and whatever." Okay, great, awesome. Elijah Wood comes in, introduces himself, writes his name on the board. His name's Clint. Looks like cunt. They point it out. Great, awesome, good job, kids. And so he's like, going to help some other kid out, and these little two shits are still making fun of this girl. And like no one, I'm sorry. So her mother didn't notice, or like her parents didn't notice that she has like all this shit over her face, and she's extremely pale and flushed, and like she's decomposing. No one saw this. No one. No, no. They brought her to school. Okay, honey, have a good day. Don't bite anyone. Great. So the little shit of a kid pulls on her ponytail, which okay, great. Ponytail falls off. This is all in the trailer. That's in the trailer. And like, what? Seriously? So then she like turns around, she bites him, basically takes off an entire chunk of his face, and Elijah Wood is just like, oh my god, I'm taking to the nurse's office. What? He has a chunk of flesh hanging off of his face. You're gonna take him to the freaking nurse? What? I, I don't understand. So what happens is he leaves this girl who just bit the guy's face in the classroom. Okay, great. Uh, he then takes the shit kid to the nurse's office, and the nurse is like, I don't know why you brought him here. Like, he's a little, chunk of flesh hanging from his face. I can't do anything. What did you do with the girl? Oh, and then Elijah Wood's talking to this other teacher, and he's like, oh, well, man, I wanted to give the little girl a high five because this kid's a little shit. It's like, what? Even if he is a little shit, he has a chunk out of his face. Why would you allow that? Why just take the girl immediately? Like, go take her to the principal's office or something. Why? So that's how this whole thing comes about. And then they go out for recess because the vice principal is like really into recess. He's like, oh yeah, I'll lock the kids outside if I need to. Like, they're going to recess. It's like, all right, great. So they're out in recess. This little girl is just like, I don't know, digging a hole trying to get out because for some reason zombies want to get out to go eat more people, even though there's like kids running around in the playground. Anyway, so she bites the other shit kid, and so he's going around, he's like biting and scratching everyone, and like everyone in the playground within like, I don't know, 15 minutes max, like is a zombie. And Rainn Wilson's outside playing like basketball. He hears none of this apparently because he's like really into basketball or something, and they're attacking other teachers and people are screaming and like really going at it, and he's just oblivious. And then he has to run through them to get back into the school after he realizes that they're all zombies. And then pretty much the rest of the movies, they're in the school and they're trying to get out. And there's like two kids that don't get it, and then one of the kids gets scratched, and they're like, "Oh my god!" You're like, "What happened?" And they're like, "Oh, you went through puberty, so that's why how you don't get it." And something about hormones and stuff, and that's why like adults don't get it, but then they still get eaten alive anyway, so it doesn't really help. But it's just kids. It's kids becoming zombies, and it's just kids. It's just like if you haven't gotten puberty yet, that's the zombies. So unlike other zombie movies, you've gotten rid of like a vast majority of the people in the U.S. So it's not gonna. I wouldn't say that it's gonna spread as fast. I mean, this little kid is coming at you like with like dead, whatever pus face, and like, oh hey hi, like I don't know. Are all parents oblivious? Is that this movie is based is just taking into I just don't understand. So basically, and the trailer basically ends the movie where the movie ends. So they made it out of the school, and they're like running around, and they're just killing kids, zombie kids, and they find out that it's like a pandemic, and it's all through the countryside and whatever, and they end up in this like playground place, and Rainn Wilson comes in. He was supposed to die, didn't die. I don't know how. Came back with this super soaker filled with gasoline. They douse like all the zombies in this place with gasoline, and he does this really like, light it up. Like throws a match or something in the gasoline, everything explodes. And then they drive off, and then that's it. That's the end of the movie. It just done. All right. So, I mean, it was kind of funny. It was very gory, extremely gory. In fact, I thought it was going to be more like a comedy. It's more like a gross horror film type thing. Um, but not bad. I mean, good group of actors. I won't fault them for getting into it, but and there's like a bunch of different backstories. There's like Elijah Wood is like this. He used to live in New York. Now he lives back with his mom. The town is called Fort Chicken. I should have mentioned this earlier. The town is called Fort Chicken, and everyone gets the zombieism from chicken. Really? Seriously? That connection had to be made? Uh, I mean, I don't know. It's all right. Watch it.